Hello friends, today we see the cellular adaptation. Cellular adaptation is nothing but the when the normal cell get stressed. This cell because of the stress may adapt themselves. But when this factor which causing the stress is removed, the cell may comes a normal. For the survival, the cell get adapted. Cellular adaptation are a reversible change in relation with the size, number, phenotype, metabolic activity or a functions of cell in response to change in their environment. Cell must constantly adapt even though in the normal condition to change their environment. This physiological adaptation usually present response of a cell to normal stimulation by the effect of hormones. For example, at the age of puberty, the development of breast, cell can adapt themselves by increase in number called as hyperplasia, increase in size called as hypertrophy, decrease in size called as atrophy. Change one cell into a different cell is called as metaplasia. Disordered cell is called as dysplasia. So these are the cell adaptation. Now we see each and every one with the detail. So hyperplasia is an increase in number of cells in a tissue or organ that can causes the enlargement of organ. Physiological hyperplasia. Compensatory hyperplasia after a removal of part of liver, there may be a liver cell get enlarged themselves or increase in number of liver cell after the partial hepatectomy is a compensatory hyperplasia. Other hormonal stimulation, because of hormonal stimulation, development of breast at puberty, development of uterus during pregnancy is also called as gravid uterus. In gravid uterus there is increase in size of cell as well as increase in number of cell. So both hyperplasia and hypertrophy takes place with the gravid uterus. Pathological hyperplasia is seen in case of endometrial carcinoma. Endometrial carcinoma are of two types. First is a type 1 and the second is type 2. In case of type 1, there is a hyperplasia is seen in the endometrial carcinoma. And in case of type 2 endometrial carcinoma, there is a atrophy of cell is happened. Now here is a type 1 endometrial carcinoma is come or is an example of hyperplasia. Again, as increase in age, there is a prostatic enlargement is caused because of the testosterone get convert into dihydrotestosterone with the help of 5-alpha reductase, which increases the prostatic size. And because of this increase in size of prostate, so this is a example of pathological hyperplasia. Hypertrophy is increase in size of a cell. With such a change, the increase in size of organ also. Again classified into physiological and pathological. Physiological growth of uterus during pregnancy involves both hypertrophy and hyperplasia. There is also increase in size as well as increase in number of endometrial cells. Pathological hypertrophy, that is, for example, increased overload of a heart, can cause increase in size of the myocardium. Now see, this is one difference. Hypertrophy of cardiac muscle is possible, but the myocardium never goes into a hyperplasia. here you can see the hypertrophied heart. See this. So there is an increase in the size of the organ. Now here the relation between the hyperplasia and hypertrophy. Although hypertrophy and hyperplasia two distinguished process, but most frequently both are occur together. But remember one thing, CNS, that is brain and heart muscle, never goes into a hyperplasia. They may goes into increase in size. They may goes into the hypertrophy, but never goes into a hyperplasia. Atrophy, acquired loss of size due to reduction of cell size or a number of parenchymal cells in the organ. Physiological atrophy and pathological atrophy. Atrophy is a normal process of aging in some tissue which could be due to a loss of endocrine stimulation or atherosclerosis may causes decrease in their size. Atrophy of brain with the increasing ages. Atrophy of lymphoid tissue in lymph node. Atrophy of appendix, thymus. This is reduced in the size of organ is just with the increasing age, and this is a normal phenomenon, and that's why it's called as a physiological atrophy. Pathological atrophy, starvation atrophy. In starvation, there is a first decrease in carbohydrate, then utilization of store fat, followed by protein catabolism. So there is a general weakness, emaciation, and anemia, referred to a cachexia, which is seen in the cancer patient and severely ill patient. Second is the ischemic atrophy. In case of ischemic atrophy, lack of blood supply to particular organ just because of atherosclerotic changes in the artery. For example, atrophy of brain because of cerebral atherosclerosis, or small atrophic kidney and atherosclerosis of renal artery. Third example is disuse atrophy. Prolonged diminished function activity can cause a disuse atrophy of the organ. If a limb are immobilized since a long time, the wasting of muscles of limb can cause. This is an example of disuse atrophy. Atrophy of the pancreas in the obstruction of pancreatic duct. It's also disuse atrophy. Pancreas is not utilized just because of obstruction in the pancreatic duct, and that's why pancreas gets shrink. Next is the neuropathic atrophy. Interruption in the nerve supply lead to a wasting of muscles. For example, in case of poliomyelitis, there is no proper blood supply, and that's why a flaccidity of muscles of a limb is seen in case of poliomyelitis. Endocrine atrophy, just because of decreased metabolic rate in case of hypothyroidism. Atrophy of skin is caused in case of hypothyroidism. Pressure atrophy. Pressure atrophy is prolonged pressure from the benign tumor or a cyst. For example, erosion of a spine by tumor in a nerve root, or erosion of a sternum by the aneurysm of arch of aorta. And the last one is the idiopathic atrophy, where we say the cause is totally unknown. In case of myopathies, atrophied muscles of limb is that's examples of idiopathic atrophy. Metaplasia is a reversible change in which there is one type of adult cell is replaced by a other type of cell. So see what happened. It is a reversible change. It can cause because of irritation to that cell. That one cell, for example, it may be a epithelial cell or a mesenchymal cell, which get converted into a other type of cell. So this is maybe because of irritation to that cell, or that may be a changes in the environment or a nutritional change. So now we see the types of metaplasia. Epithelial metaplasia, at first I gives the example of Barrett's esophagus. What happened in this? Because of chronic gastric acid reflux is come, that stomach content or stomach acid is continuously come into the esophagus, and because of this esophageal content or esophageal cell get irritated, and because of this irritation that esophagus get changed their cell into the other. So what happened there? A stratified squamous epithelial cell is converted into intestinal columnar epithelial. The most common cause of Barrett's disease is gastric esophageal reflux. I give other example of squamous metaplasia in the bronchial epithelium. What happened? Because of chronic smoking. In chronic irritation, or because of that smoking, the pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelial cell which is present in the bronchus get converted into a squamous epithelium. So this is the other example of metaplasia which we see. Thank you.